Well, there we are. Look, as you can see, we've just seen a fair few of the Drakens just been coming over to R&S Culdrose this morning, all because of, for some reason, that they wanted to come to Culdrose to do circuits this morning. Is because that, I think, kind of shows that it still kind of reminds me of the Hawk T1s, apparently, though, especially when they have to end the circuits, because obviously, you know, for some reason when they do climb up at a certain feet, is because they do remind me of the Hawk T1s, apparently, which obviously, you know, the Hawk T1s that we did have at Culdrose was because that they retired since March 2022 at the time. So yeah, so as you can see, I think the first one I've just seen, that was the one I've just seen, that one here, as you can see, that one here I've just filmed, that was G-FRAR, that was with the call sign AMBER2, that is. But obviously they both took off at their base just down from Bournemouth Airport, which that one took off possibly, well, I would say possibly around, obviously that took off just before 9:40 AM this morning, which that's the G-FRAR that took off. I think the other one before that took off Well, there's this one here that took off just after the G-FRAU that did anyway. But the G-FRAU was the one but the G-FRAR was the one that we've seen pretty much the closest. Then the G-FRAU, which obviously, you know, which as you can see, we did get some more footage. We got more footage of the G-FRAR because obviously for some reason this is one of the most ones I've just filmed anyway. The G-FRAR was the one I've mostly filmed anyway, more than the G-FRAU apparently. Whereas this one here, that was on call sign AMBER2, that is. And as you can see, this is where we saw it to start with. Basically, what's that? 75,000 feet from there anyway. And then, just then when we saw it, it was exactly just between 26 and 27,000 feet in the very few part of the video. And then from the G-FRAU we've just seen, that one was kind of close anyway, because that was at 26,000. That was at 26,000 feet. Which this one here we've seen the least more. Well, this one here we've just seen the least less than the G-FRAR that we've seen the most apparently. And especially because the boost of that takeoff was, which as you can tell, that the boost of that takeoff, which as you can see, it's all in different times, but as you can see, the boost of the takeoff from the G-FRAU, I think that took off. I think that went for its final approach probably around 11 o'clock over RNS Cold Rose anyway. And whereas the other one, G-FRAR, that went for its final approach, I think. Well, doesn't even tell. Oh, there we go. Obviously, that was telling me that it went for its final approach at 11 AM. So that went for its final approach of touch and go RNS Cold Rose. Which, as you can see, they've both been doing circuits around RNS Cold Rose probably between 5 or 6 times, I believe, anyway. But obviously, they came from their base at Bournemouth Airport. From there, anyways, basically, they came from Bournemouth Airport, which that's where they're locally based at, apparently. Yeah. So yeah, basically, this is one of the Falcon 20s that they're the ones that are based at Bournemouth Airport, anyway. But obviously, this is one of the Draken. This is one of the Draken Europe aviation services. They're the ones that are operated by, apparently. So this is one of the what I call the Falcon 20, the diesel Falcon 200 we've just seen anyway. So yeah. And then the helicopter we just saw there, that was the Robson R44 that we just seen a few minutes ago. Which that one we just saw a few minutes ago, that was the Robson R44 Revan that we just seen earlier on. Which obviously that registration here I've not seen before. Obviously this is the first time I've ever seen this registration, G-Mush, apparently. Which as you can see, you probably can see the registration from that is GMUSH, that is. As you can see, whether this one here, I think this is where it came from. I think that took off all the way from, possibly from this base at Swansea Airport, I believe, anyway. Which that's basically just over south of Wales, I believe, anyway. I think that's where it took off from, I think, anyway. Over Swansea Airport, anyway. I think this is where it took off from there, anyway. But obviously it's a private owner, anyway. But this is one of the private owner helicopter, apparently. Which this is one that's probably currently, I think this one's currently based at Swansea Airport, I believe. So yeah. But as you can see, with this one here, that flew here, that flew near me, probably around 12,000 feet from there anyway. And then looks like for some reason it's just landed. It's possibly over. As you can see, I think it possibly just landed near Pontsneath Way, I think, anyway. For some reason that we just saw it flying over from the distance, anyway. We saw that flying over at the distance to where I saw it near me, as it was passing near my house, apparently. So yeah, this is where it came to pass over Trelawswell roundabout, apparently, and then landed just over the field, I think. I think it landed just over by the field, I think, by what I called over there. Rosgrove Farm, I think. Anyway, this is where it landed to, I think. Anyway, I think it landed just over Rosgrove Farm, I think. This is probably where it landed to, I believe. Anyway, which obviously that one I've never heard of before. Anyway, but this is the one that private helicopters do tend to visit other places in Cornwall sometimes, but not all the time it comes here though, very often. And yeah, so I was a bit surprised I saw the two Falcon 20s this morning, especially they were doing circuit training around Cold Rose. And yeah, and especially because of tomorrow's, obviously because of tomorrow I'm going to that air show thing at Royal International Air Tail Air Show, which obviously the event is happening tomorrow, which obviously, you know, but obviously they got the air show thing today, I think. Anyway, they got the air show thing on today, which obviously the air show is on the Friday, Saturday and Sunday, just in 3 days apparently, because obviously they have the air shows within 3 days anyway, especially during the weekend. It's more like the weekend air show anyway, which that's where I'll be travelling up to tonight anyway, travelling up to Swindon I believe, which obviously, you know, because of the event that's going on over RAF Fairfield, I'm being booked for the Royal International Air Tail Air Show, which obviously that's where I'll be going tomorrow I believe anyway. But obviously because of that, there will be times that I may not be tracking planes for this weekend, but obviously because of tomorrow I'm going to the air show thing, which obviously that's happening tomorrow, which obviously for some reason there will be times that I won't be tracking planes this weekend over Cornwall, because obviously because of this weekend I'm going up Gloucestershire, which obviously because of tonight I'm travelling up there, because obviously it's me and my dad that we're travelling up there tonight. So yeah, hopefully Sunday, hopefully by the time this Sunday, hopefully I'll be back. Hopefully I might be coming back for tracking though, hopefully, but obviously it depends on what the situation is, to be honest. Hopefully I might be coming back to do some tracking on Sunday, because obviously Sundays I'll be coming back home at the time, hopefully tracking more planes and helicopters hopefully. But there won't be times that I may not be home, like tomorrow apparently, because of me going to the air show at RAF Fairfield for the Air Tail Air Show, one of the UK's military air shows at all times apparently. So yeah, it's one of the UK's big massive air show displays, and yeah, hopefully I'll get to see some very interesting aircrafts hopefully, which I'll be seeing tomorrow hopefully. Some very interesting aircrafts that basically I have, the one I've seen before and the one I have not seen, which hopefully tomorrow will be the good time for me to see, hopefully, especially with the different military's aircraft, especially if it comes from like the country wise and all that. So yeah, especially like the Spanish Navy Harrier and all that sort of stuff that's happening, especially it'll be happening tomorrow hopefully. But obviously the weather's not meant to be looking good tomorrow because of the situation, what's going on is because of the weather is not meant to be looking good tomorrow. So yeah, hopefully wish of the best of luck for me tomorrow, hopefully wish me the best of luck tomorrow of me going to RAF Fairfield International Air Tail Air Show, the Royal International Air Tail Air Show, the RIAT 2024 air show, which that's happening tomorrow, and hopefully Sunday I'll be back here to do tracking hopefully be back to do tracking hopefully. But you know, might be able to still be able to track planes hopefully when I'm hopefully like travelling and all that. Hopefully I might still be tracking planes or helicopters when I'm up there hopefully. But obviously because of that I just don't want to waste my battery and all that, just because I kind of don't want to waste my battery and my camcorder card and all that. It's just I don't want to waste my camcorder card and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, so yeah, obviously is, you know, obviously I think this is probably was a good time to end to see the two Falcon 20s this morning. But obviously because it kind of shows that kids are kind of breaking up from school and all that. And yeah, so yeah, this is probably coming to the point where schools are breaking up and all that, which is today and all that, and yeah, hopefully we may see the Falcon 20s, hopefully maybe throughout next year and all that, and yeah, so yeah, hopefully I might be able to see the Falcon 20s maybe in September, hopefully, but obviously they won't be coming here over summer holidays because obviously they'll be done with training exercise at the time, and yeah. Okay, so, yep. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.